morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanama and these are the headlines of the hour. Financial embezzlement of over 37 billion rupees reported in the past 10 years. Depositors' money at risk due to nexus between top bank officials and staff. Hearing on the writs filed against appointments at constitutional bodies in a limbo due to confusion in the formation of the constitutional bench. At least 20 dead and over 150 injured after a 5.7 magnitude earthquake hits Balochistan in Pakistan. Disaster management officials say the death toll may rise. And Italy's world record 37-match unbeaten run comes to an end as Spain defeat them 2-1 in an enthralling encounter to reach the Nations League final. The festival of Dashain has begun from today. On the first day of the 15-day festival, people across the country are celebrating Ghatastapana today with much fervour. On this day, Hindus across the country plant barley, wheat among other seeds in a large clay pot called Kalash, and the auspicious Jamara or barley shoots are taken out on Vijayadashami, the 10th day of the festival. It has been informed that the auspicious time to plant the seeds is 11:46 this morning. The seeds are also planted at the Jamara Ghar in the capital's Hanuman Thoka at the auspicious time. From today till Navami, the 9th day of Dashain, devotees worship goddess Durga Bhavani at homes and temples. Temples throughout the country have been crowded from early this morning. Now, the most important link to majority of organized and heinous crimes has been financial transactions. However, embezzlement worth billions of rupees within financial institutions is much more outrageous, and the whereabouts of these amounts is still not clear. The Central Investigation Bureau of Nepal Police took chairman of civil group Icharaz Damang into custody for his alleged involvement in the embezzlement of 6 billion rupees from 2,200 individuals. Depositors are highly concerned regarding their money and have reached the CIB to file complaint against the offenders, expecting to retrieve their lost amount. However, they are still uncertain if they would get back their money, as the CIB is yet to get a clear picture on the issue. This is only one of the many frauds reported in financial institutions where billions of rupees of the public are at high risk. In past 10 years alone, the CIB has filed cases against such frauds worth over 37.4 billion rupees, out of which directors and staff of banks and financial institutions are allegedly involved in such fraud cases worth over 24 billion rupees. More than 600 individuals are reported to be linked in these cases, out of which more than 200 have already been booked. Experts opine the government mechanism must show urgency to carry out monitoring strictly to curb such frauds. It has been almost 10 months since writs were filed at the Supreme Court against the recommendations made for appointments at the constitutional bodies. However, it is yet uncertain when the hearing will take place, let alone a verdict reached. The confusion regarding whether the Chief Justice should be a part of the bench has further pushed the hearing to uncertainty.
The then Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, through an ordinance, facilitated the Constitutional Council to consider 3 votes as majority while making decisions. Riding on the same ordinance, over 50 candidates were recommended and thereby appointed at various constitutional bodies. Over a dozen writs were filed more than 9 months ago against the appointments, calling them unconstitutional. The hearing on these writs, called for 27th of August, was suspended following confusion on whether Chief Justice Cholendra Shamsher Rana, who is one among the defendants, should be a part of the bench. Being a defendant himself, the Chief Justice suggested he would refrain from the bench. However, another writ was filed demanding for his mandatory presence as the head of the apex court. A single bench of Justice Hari Puyal ruled that cases at the constitutional bench itself be halted overall. In order to address the growing concern, the Chief Justice had moved the case to the Constitutional Bench, and the Nepal Bar Association and the Supreme Court Bar appointed amicus curiae, which once again affected the hearing. Meanwhile, due to the controversy surrounding the appointments, the works carried out by the appointed officials have also been questioned. Analysts opine the uncertainty on the writs is sure to invite further complications in the near future.
Foreign Minister Naren Khadka has said the agreement regarding American Assistance Millennium Challenge Corporation (MCC) should be moved forward with consensus among political parties. Speaking at the meeting of the Parliament's International Relations Committee, Foreign Minister Khadka said that the issue of MCC should be moved forward through national consensus. He also added that the MCC should be passed if the nation requires it. In our Public Voice segment, we've asked locals in Dolakha, Birganj, Surkhet and Butwal, why does the government not repair roads in time? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
सम्बन्धित निकायको त्यसले अलिकति ताकेता गर्नु पर्यो।
सम्पूर्णको दोष चाहिँ म नियत र राजनीतिलाई देखिरहेको छु।
यिनीहरुको के भागभण्डा नमिले हो कि
यदि बाटो बनाउने भनेपछि कुनै योजना बनाएर त्यसरी भत्काउँदा बडो राम्रो हुन्छ।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, what's your take on the involvement of directors and employees of banks and financial institutions in financial crimes? Your options are A, height of ill intention, B, lack of monitoring, and C, misuse of trust. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.